In this video, I will be attempting to build the Thockiest keyboard. If you have no idea what THOCK is, let me explain it to you. THOCK is the most popular sound profile for custom keyboards. It basically describes a deep sounding keyboard. There are a few factors when building a thocky keyboard, and I will be covering them all in this video. So let's begin. For my base, I will be going with the YL65. I got this keyboard at $50. If you're interested in a more in-depth review, do check out the most recent video. But of course, I'll do a really quick rundown of what is included and what the keyboard's about. So the YL65 comes in a really nice box and inside a whole bunch of goodies, which includes cables and a bunch of tools to build the keyboard with. It is a gasket sock mounted keyboard and the main chassis is made from aluminum. As I mentioned, if you want a more in-depth review about the plate and the PCB and whatnot, check out the most recent video. So let's start from scratch, somewhere where everyone can start from. I would say the most popular and the most budget switch that everyone knows is the Getgo Milky Yellows. So I will be using the keyboard as it is without any upgrades whatsoever with the Getgo Milky Yellows to figure out what the keyboard sounds like. So here's how it sounds. Realistically, it's really balanced. I believe many of you would enjoy a keyboard like that. But in today's video, we are building the Thockiest keyboard. So anyway, it's time to start on some modifications or upgrades to make it go even deeper. First up is switches. Switches play a huge part to acoustics. Switches are basically the base of how your keyboard feels and how your keyboard sounds. And in switches, we have linears, tactiles, and clickies. But we won't touch clickies. So if I asked you right now what is the Thockiest switch for custom keyboards, I believe 90% of the audience would reply me with the exact same answer. The boba U4T switches. These are a tactile switch. They are extremely well known for making your keyboard deep sounding and thocky. But I have already done a video of building the Thockiest keyboard with the boba U4Ts. But this time around, I don't want to use that. I want to use something different. I want to use a linear switch. If I ask the exact same question of what is the Thockiest linear switch, we wouldn't really get a uniform answer because there isn't really one. Maybe Getgo All Kings or Getgo Ink Blacks. But today, I will be trying out some new switches. So what better way to test switches than to do a sound comparison with every single linear switch that I own. So after the comparison, the switches I will be going with are the Duhuk Matcha V4 switches. These switches I believe will be the thockiest and the deepest sounding switches. Now that with our switches settled, we can move on to mods. In 2024, mods have really died down. The keyboards being released just do not require as much modding or upgrades compared to 2 years ago. All the foam you need is always provided in all the keyboard kits, so technically we just have to configure the foam. To create a deep sounding keyboard, you need something really dense, like really dense. The keyboard I have comes with PE, plate and PCB foam. What we will be adding is a case foam to make it even denser. Last but not least, I will be doing a tape mod. Very similar to adding foam, it just makes the keyboard thockier. Depending on your preference, you can add as many layers as you want, but I think it has been proven that after 3 to 4 layers, it doesn't really make a difference anymore. Now that our base and switches are done, all we are left with is keycaps. Believe it or not, keycaps can drastically change how your keyboard sounds. To break it down, there are two main things when it comes to keycaps: material and profile. The profile of your keycaps can completely change how your keyboard sounds. We have the most popular option, which is cherry profile. We have XDA, we have SA, we have MT3, we have MAO keycaps. The list goes on. The different profiles, or should I say the different height or different shape of our keycaps, create a different sound signature. Aside from profile, the two main materials you will find on custom keyboards are ABS and PBT. ABS is very popular since it is used among GMK keycap sets. It creates a very balanced sound that a lot of people prefer because it's really clean usually. PBT is a more well-known budget option. However, this budget option has a really thick material. The less common materials are ceramic and metal keycaps. Full metal keycaps, I don't really know how to describe how it sounds like, but you can check out a video on it. As for ceramic, these I would say does make your keyboard thockier. But there is a downside to them. Because these obviously are made from ceramic, the bigger keys just don't thock. The single keys are perfect for thock. They are heavier than your usual keycaps and way denser. But the bigger keys just usually don't sound very good. Especially if you listen to sound tests, you usually can hear the spacebar just doesn't hit right. So the only way I can use these ceramic keycaps and still make the keyboard sound good is like this. Mainly ceramic keycaps, but for the other keys, the bigger keys with stabilizers will have to be PBT. Last but not least, Deskmats are extremely important, or maybe just even a t-shirt. So here is what I would say is the thockiest linear keyboard I can build right now. Announcement: both me and Squashy are invited to a local flea market. It's a car boot flea market located at Scape from the 11th to 12th of May, 9 AM to 6 PM. We'll be there selling keyboards that we have reviewed once or twice, and we will be letting them go at really low prices. I will have some in-stock Killer 65 on site as well. And even if you're not looking for a keyboard, you can come down and chat with us, grab a picture, just come and take a look, touch grass. You can RSVP your admission down below. It's completely free to go. All you have to do is just RSVP that you're coming. So anyway, we have come to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the thockiest thockiest linear keyboard out there that I can build so far. Let me know what you think about this video. Criticize me about how I filmed this video. Criticize me about how I built this keyboard. What you think I could change. What other switches you think I should have tried. Maybe ceramic keycaps were a hack. You don't think it was fair. But aside from that, we have come to the end of the video. So like this video, subscribe if you enjoy keyboard content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.